About them.
Those are films.
I wasn't gonna tell you about them.
You won't use
I was just gonna- I was
I
just
think
gonna
one of
let you see.
y'all, one of y'all gotta let Steve come in.
Okay.
I'll wait out here. Let's go, I get it.
Alright.
Oh, he
So you
think
might
he
check
on
that?
Stern. He
Steve,
on that
man.
Howard Stern
You
shit.
know,
I went out
called
here.
in.
I went out
The
here.
right word, Jay Leno.
That
Go ahead, Dan.
motherfucking, hold on, man. This shit.
So you do
Things
something?
always forward.
Yo.
Mike
Where my,
Jackson.
what? I thought you said you had this shit right.
I do. I had it
No,
all the
you
way.
don't.
Yes, I do.
Yo. Get me together, man. Put me in place. Hold on.
Cheeky check.
Damn.
See you
Cords,
later.
man, get them 18s off the cords.
No, I'm good.
Hey, Lowe's.
Them 18s. You ain't want them motherfucking 18.
I would say fuck you, but you was right.
Hey, you need to watch your mouth.
Yo. On that.
You lost the cord. So disrespectful, huh?
Hey, I need some mic assistance right now. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Oh, shit.
This shit is now.
DJ gonna do a mic sound.
DJ. This shit sound blurry.
Blurry?
Blurry.
That's different.
You ain't using these?
Then
I would pay for it.
Ow.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm going down with it.
Alright.
Everybody sound good?
Yeah, nah, maybe it's my. You want to hear how sound my headphone? How it sound in your headphone?
Keep talking, Dave.
Then there's only one headphone working. The headphones cutting in and out. What you got to show that?
Yeah.
Hold on, Dave.
Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey.
Mic check, 1, 2, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Is that
You mean, hold
You
on.
might turn it up right there on the
I
box.
got you in the box.
Yeah, that's good. Mic check, 1, 2.
Dave, how you doing sound now?
Yeah.
Yo. I think my
Mic check, 1, 2.
that's
Mic
That's
check,
your-
mic check, mic check. That's it. That's
yeah.
it.
Damn.
Cheeky
Bingo.
See, keep talking 1 second.
Why you want me to keep talking, man?
Softball head ass
Fuck
nigga.
out of here, fam.
Boy.
Fam.
So
Go
hostile.
fast.
All the time.
Nose tackle, nose having ass.
Baby, I'm a prophet, you fall. Who am I? Jake God. Baby, I'm a boss.
Hey.
Your parents thought you was gonna be a star when they saw your big ass come out of there like we paid. You ain't good. Cost of motherfucking
We
money.
good.
Your whole life.
Gotta
30
go.
pounds.
Oh, blind side looking at
I'm
him.
saying, bro, get your side
Look
blind
like
ass
Sandra
out
Bullock
here.
raised your ass or something.
Come on, man. Fuck out of here,
Hello.
boy.
Hey,
Alright, so
you know,
nice work now.
Hello.
I see them games. I don't
Mike's
like them
working?
games on
Mike's
them motherfuckers.
working?
I don't like how these
Yeah.
mics sounding today. Is it my headphones?
It's probably so.
Alright, I'm just say it's my headphones. That's right. Oh,
That thing just
Sandra
fell in your
Bullock.
lap.
Yo,
You sure it's gonna stay up?
I don't
Face
know.
ass, boy.
Face on
Am I locked
face
in?
ass.
Is my arm right?
Can
You
y'all
might
hear
tighten
me?
it up.
I never hear
Yeah.
myself. You hear me, T?
Yeah, you gotta tighten
You good. You know you just gotta get on that motherfucking.
I want to. I want to.
it. Yeah, all your shit was loose in the motherfucker.
Yo.
Yo.
Alright. Fuck it. Let's get to it.
Y'all ready? You ready, DJ? The
Man,
1, 2,
Fuck with
or
me,
1, 2.
DJ.
y'all good.
Yo. Dope lines again. I guess it's going down, right? Dope lines one more again. We back again, goddammit. Week number 7. Episode number 7. But give it up one time for week number 7. Dope lines. You here for a reason. Make some noise. goddammit. All the new people in the house, make some noise. All the new people. Got some more female power in here. Shit, you did.
Got my power.
You got the homeboy Steve West, the guest today. We gonna let him come in and tell you more about him and shit. That's one of the good guys.
Everybody
One of the
in
good
building
fellas.
listen, Yeah.
We got some of the other good fellas too. We'll introduce these jerkwads later. But anyway, we gonna get right to the squad though. The squad downtown Davis here, of course. You did checking in. Week number 7, and we got the fabulous goddammit, the one and only goddammit K Sermon is motherfucker. Oh. And we got DC's finest, goddammit. If y'all looking for DJ from DC, he's not here.
At
We got
all.
DZ, we got the fake chef up in this boy.
Yo!
This motherfucker.
He graces us
You
every now and
did,
again.
you did.
Stop it.
So, like I said, we got some other guests and shit up in this boy too, man. We gonna get to them
And you
later.
are?
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I forgot that. I am hyphen, T hyphen. God damn it, the one and only T hyphen. That dope line CEO too. Go buy shit too. goddammit. Anyway though, I ain't nobody, but we here another week. Like I said, happy to be here, and we got a lot of dope shit to talk about. First of all, it's spring,
Word.
Oh man, this crazy
Spring.
down here.
I
and
do.
so is it officially the end of cuffing season?
So,
Cause you know how they make songs about cuffing season when it starts. Nobody talk about when it ends. Like what's the end date on cuffing season?
And it's
Yeah,
over
I don't
with.
know.
Spring
I think it's
forward.
over. I think it's over.
Is it? Do you
It's-
send
it's-
it? So how do you?
It's
okay,
spring.
So, hold
It's
on.
spring.
Kim, how do you date cuffing season? Like, what do you send it?
It
Email?
gets warm out.
No. Do you send it
set it
email?
up.
You just start slowly weaning off.
set it
Like, you
up.
know, they start sending you text messages and you be
set
like, my bad, I'm sorry about the late response, you know what I mean?
Oh,
So if y'all getting some, I'm sorry, late response, you about to be done,
Wow,
right?
slow up game. Oh, put you on
Pump
pause.
the brakes.
Pause. Oh.
Oh,
You
just
throw it all the way
Damn, hit the
That was
joint.
good
Damn,
game.
good game
Hey,
get thrown out,
you
boy.
Oh, man.
Some fellas looking at their timeline right now. They say, damn, it's been a minute. Yeah, buddy. You getting cut off, man.
You know,
so
that's, before that, she was texting back real fast, like,
So
yeah,
it-
boo, I'm hungry too. You know what I mean?
cuffing
Now it's
season,
like,
right? When they get cold.
my bad, I was
Wow.
working.
Oh, cuffing
That's what
season.
that daylight saving time did.
Oh, that's what it's cut off
That's what
season.
it is, was.
Okay, so when the
Yeah.
time change is cut off season.
There you
Cuffing
go, there you
season,
go.
cut off
There you go.
season. Okay, so Fab, you gotta make a song. You did cuffing season, now you gotta make a cutoff season.
Fab, come
You
on,
gotta let
another
them know.
classic.
But to me, I think cutoff season is like right before the holiday.
That's your cutoff season.
Right.
In
My shit like right before the holiday fever catch here.
Maybe
Like
like-
before Black Friday, you gotta cut their ass off.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like,
telling
you know what?
Hell no.
Y'all seen T? Like, no.
So some bullshit, July 31st, I think.
I'm gonna get fuzzy around
Yeah.
November 1st, around that time. You start getting
Stage
real
and
fuzzy.
fallouts and shit.
You get real
Why you
fuzzy.
left the lights
boy.
on?
Yeah. What Kevin Hart say? Why every time I come here the microwave on high? Right. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, but we said the black say,
What we gonna do? We gonna do some double line?
We have
we gotta do dope
Let's
lines.
do some double line.
Oh shit. Okay, dope line. Hold on. Dope lines is brought to you by Def Rugs.
Yeah.
Run out and order your motherfucking Def Rug right now. If you don't have a Def Rug, maybe your crib or your office not that Def.
Right.
I'm sorry. You gotta have some. The and is brought to you by Dope Line. Hey, Dope Line, official
We are
gear. We on Shopify now.
everything
Dope Line
fresh.
apparel company on Shopify. Go in there and shop. We got that 420 collection coming out, exclusive, limited. So make sure you catch it. We got these hats coming out, all types of hats from the trucker to the dad hat. So
Oh,
we
we do
coming.
smoke mad at him.
That's all we do is smoke madism. It's the blunt. It's the one that smoke blunts with you. Oof. That's gonna be a mean one too. Hey, ooh, that's gonna be mean. Your buddy gonna be mad when you wear that hoodie.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck you saying, Charlie? What you saying,
What
Joe?
you trying to say, man?
Fam.
Fam. Give him that hard fam.
Hard
That
fam.
hard fam, boy.
That with a
That's
PH?
hard. That's a hard
That's with a
fam.
PH.
With a PH.
PHAM, fam.
That means
Fuck you
business.
talking about?
Hey,
But
so
what's your dope line?
What we doing?
Dope
We gonna-
line.
Dope line.
Oh, it's me?
Yeah.
We gone then. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay.
I'm gonna go with that bump J. Slabs to the halves, halves to the quarters. Nigga got a quarter, I'ma hit it. Now watch me put the whip on the slab, mix it with the soda. Tell them thirsty cluckers come and get it.
This nigga been
This nigga
practicing.
reversing.
He was in the cutoff rehearsing. Hey.
Every time
Hey.
we have a line,
No.
they bring the whole
Hey,
verse
he
in.
been
I'm
rehearsing.
I'm
Nah,
sorry.
he rehearsed that with fam.
When
He was
it's,
a cutlass
when it's my
rapping.
time to shine, when it's the dope line, I'm gonna give it all it's supposed to
Damn.
have. That's Bump J. That's a
Fam.
classic.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought he some bumped up. Glad, dude.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't though. What you got, Kim Sermon? Did you rehearse too?
Ah.
Yeah, y'all rehearsing in the bed, rehearsing on the way over here and shit.
No. This is prolific. It's the only wealth I have to give is not material. If you need more than that, I'm not available. It's Lauryn Hill, and it's Missing Intentional.
Oh, there she gonna come in with that.
Under the
organic
Lauryn
shit.
Hill.
I always make
in.
sure I bring a female dope line in because y'all see me
Now
in
that-
time to try to keep us out
Burn
the
some
game.
incense
And
and
not
snap
that
your
much
fingers.
away.
Yeah, that's
I
real,
gave
but-
birth to you in every line
That's
you
why you
did.
got your hair wrapped up like that.
Trick the
You
shit out
tricked
of
us. We
Don't say
know.
one of Fendi effects.
Hey, we did not know
Look a
you
little
was doing
closer.
that.
on that thing.
Damn, you make my shit seem super gangster. I come with my shit is game. How you gonna come with game after Lauryn Hill? My shit is the total opposite.
Yeah, but
I like it though. It's
yeah.
fun. I
I
like
got
it.
that one though. You gotta bring that to
Mine is game though. It's off one of that documentaries, and he said, and I quote,
Uh-oh.
I told Dre to bring out the detox, or I'ma do it. This is that. This is chronic mixed with embalming fluid.
You had notes and everything.
Yeah.
That one, that shit was mean.
Unquote. Game.
That was that first game, right?
That documentary.
Yeah,
Oh, he
that
killed
was
the
a classic.
two, boy. Oh, he killed
Game
the
was
boy.
hungry right there.
Oh, man, he said, I told Dre to bring out
Game's
Detox, so I'm going to
hungry
do it.
Game, I don't know if Game is hungry now.
That was
Game
one of his
hungry
best
now?
albums. No, I think he
I
did
think
the
that
name.
was his best album,
that was,
period.
yeah, the 2.5 and that one. Like the beat
Dang,
he
you
had,
too busy
everything.
doing sweat pictures. You know, pictures in the
Oh,
sweatpants. Shout out to pictures in the sweatpants though.
What was he doing?
Pictures in the sweatpants.
fucking up my Instagram when you be scanning,
Jesus.
scrolling through
Oh.
your shit. You be like, what the
Oh,
fuck is this?
man.
Look at this
Fucking-
anaconda going.
Look at you.
What you doing again? Cut the shit. You gonna cut the shit now. I got time to play with
Hard
you.
fam. PH.
Hard fam.
Alright, fam.
Fam.
Take them damn sweats off.
You too damn old for that gangsta.
Fuck wrong with you? Nah, it's cool though, man.
Nah, do
know,
do whatever you do, man. We get right. You
Shout
know.
out to Game, shit.
Yeah,
What you think, shit?
yeah.
You make it
yeah.
noise?
I guess he has a reality show at work, goddamn.
So
But,
look,
but-
so dig, right?
What?
What's going on?
I ain't got no lines and shit. I just be over here.
Damn,
You
okay,
got a
damn, hold
line.
on, damn. My
Don't let me
bad.
fuck
stop
that.
you.
I got
DJ. Wait.
DJ got a dope line. He been.
But-
he been
Y'all
he been
motherfuckers
rehearsing
can't
too.
clown me. I be rehearsing like shit. And then y'all niggas miss me
But
on
no,
Biggie
no.
Week.
No.
And I'm the biggest nigga in here. That's some bullshit. Fuck you, Lo. So nobody
That's
gonna say
why
something.
you get checked out. You know
Here we
why?
go.
He be over
Here
there
we go.
quiet, just kept doing the eyes.
Here we
Like,
go.
like, speak up.
No,
Like,
last time
I
he
be
checked
waiting.
out on us all the
was
way.
asleep.
We ain't
Oh.
talk about
If you
that.
gonna
Outta
be the
there.
super producer, be the super producer.
All right,
Don't check out on us.
give me a line,
Thank you,
super.
guys.
Give me a line.
Give us a line.
I'm gonna give you
Just
two.
the fake
Because y'all
chef
niggas
talk.
miss me on.
He gonna get two.
Because y'all miss me
Double
on
up.
Biggie Week.
All right,
And
my
that's some
man.
bullshit.
All
I
right.
would left
All
out.
right, you get the double up.
They knew about me, the fake ID. Cases in Virginia and bodies in DC. That was
You
Biggie
wanted to
Week.
bring the DC.
Yeah.
Motherfucking right. I ain't know between that or the Howard Homecoming, my
You
man
had to
home
say
got
that.
it. I ain't know. You know it was.
You try to
And
see
then
three.
for you, I got a female line this week
Go
just
ahead.
because you was giving us shit last
Go
time.
ahead, that's right.
From Megan Thee Stallion, and I think it's quite poetic.
I like Megan.
I'm driving his Porsche with a bitch named Mercedes. That shit was hard.
She snapped. Hey, shout out to Megan.
On the Wale
Oh,
song.
Megan Thee Stallion. Make some noise for Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
She keep it Houston.
Yeah.
Is that the girl who's talking about her mother passed away?
Yeah, rest
damn.
in peace to Megan Thee Stallion,
Hey,
man.
damn, sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
damn. Oh, God, my condolences to that. Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
But she hard.
And she taking
Yeah.
off right now. She in Atlanta, matter of fact. She about to do the it's a big sneaker conference with like Nike
Sneaker
and all
con?
that shit.
Sneaker con?
I don't know if it's sneaker con. I don't know. There's
Okay.
something going on, but she the headliner. That's she headliner.
We all know Megan, man. Send her our condolences. Tell her to come through, man.
Dope line, we need to
Tell her
be
to come
there.
through. She in the city. We do something
We need
special.
to be there.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, but we got to keep the show going. We got a guest today.
Yeah.
My man Steve
Yeah,
West.
man. Let's get
He's
it.
he's a hobbyist. He's a jeweler. I seen this dude take a buffalo out the buffalo nickel, like literally take the buffalo out the buffalo nickel. This dude is incredible. He the photographer. He like coffee and cannabis. Donuts. He's a cool dude, man. One time for it. My man, I think he's born and raised in Atlanta too, if I think so. Yeah, but y'all make some noise for my man Steve West. Steve-O.
Hey.
Steve-O.
Unbelievable, Steve.
Steve.
What's going on, sir? Steve, what's going down?
So we finally got you in here, Steve, huh?
Yep.
You know, first of all, you just made history. You are the first Caucasian to come.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
You are an ally.
Hey, the ally. I'm proud of having
We meant
two
to
as
bring a
you.
plaque for
Yeah,
you.
yeah, we
And
gotta bring
everything
a
for you to
plaque.
sign and all that.
It's definitely going down in history, man.
He don't give a fuck about
One
that.
day.
When y'all get shit right.
Right. One day.
He's fucking with you.
Come on.
Now, we got to ask you the question, though, Steve. First of all,
Okay.
what is your profession? Or one of your professions?
What are you doing?
I'm a jewelry maker, I'm a photographer, I used to be an art director, and I'm just doing everything I can to not get a job.
I know that's right.
So you was one of those kids back in the day that just did everything, huh? You break stuff just to fix it again and shit?
No, back in the day I was just a big pothead. I didn't do anything.
Speaking of pot.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. So what got you into photography and jewelry and all that?
Man, I got into photography when I was in college. It was part of a program, and then when I was a freelance designer, I ended up buying some camera shit and making the pictures.
Did you graduate from college?
Yeah.
Oh shit, okay, you can smoke
I've
that
already
right,
paid
please.
off my student loans.
Oh shit, shout out to Faith.
on,
Fuck you, man.
Fuck you, Sally Mae.
Fuck you, Sally Mae.
So
I know
goof
you know
ass.
what
Goof
we're laughing,
ass.
right? We laughing because we go to school, we be like, I'm about to go to school for a moment, you know what I mean? But we don't actually finish most of the time, you know what I mean? Especially when it's something that's your craft that you love to do, like, you
Especially
know.
when you're a pothead.
Or when you
Oh,
go
I
to
did
do something
back
else,
then,
but you know,
when I
this
was
is
in
your
school.
passion and you actually went through your passion, you know what I mean, and still, you know.
Oh no,
utilize
I was
your
in the
passion.
Navy for 5 years. I
Oh.
cleaned enough toilets to adjust the attitude that I knew what I didn't want to do, and I also knew what I wasn't
Alright,
qualified
that's
to
straight you
do.
out.
So
That's straight
school
you
was
out.
the only way out of toilets for me.
Okay.
So you had a prelim.
Yeah.
And I'm not Atlanta. I was born in Germany, actually.
Oh shit,
Okay.
military brat?
Yep,
Oh,
mom's German. See, that's the shit that me and Mike have that I talk to Killer Mike about a lot because
Okay.
my mom was European. So I grew up in North Carolina, but our family wasn't racist.
Mhm.
Okay.
But my friends all had that colorful language that
Oh,
you know
shit.
young
Okay,
people
man.
pick up on
Yeah,
if they don't know better.
yeah.
But that shit wasn't allowed in our house. But
Okay.
that said, I have absolutely really I didn't grow up with black people. I didn't talk to a
Okay.
black person until we moved to Virginia in the 8th grade
Okay.
from North Carolina. So
Okay, there.
You know the
Yeah,
person's name you spoke to,
history.
you remember it?
What was the first black person's name?
Word.
I don't remember.
So that's good because it probably wasn't Tyrone.
Yeah.
I mean, I got moved out of backwoods North Carolina and stuck in a school that.
Let me ask you some real shit
Damn.
again. In Backwood, North Carolina, was there anybody named Tyrone?
No, I grew up with a bunch of white people. Nobody named Tyrone. I mean,
Somebody gotta
honestly,
set the mold.
I grew up in Asheville, man. I mean, we went
Oh,
to the
okay.
mall
See,
twice a
okay.
year.
It's different.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
They got good beer in
it's Tyrone.
Asheville.
It's a lot of white people named Tyrone nowadays. There's hipsters out there.
I
There's
guess
shit
so.
going on.
I don't know
I
what to tell you
guess
for that
so.
one.
I guess so.
He's like, what's this Tyrone stuff?
Right, he's asking Tyrone.
I don't know why that thing's not floating.
Well, tell us, I know, right? Well, tell us about some of the pictures you do. Like who you been like photographing? Like, who you been taking pictures of lately?
Lately, I've been taking pictures for a guy named Big Block.
Big Block, okay.
Lately, I mean, I shot the latest album for a kid named R2R Gutta here in Atlanta. I did the album cover for Cuz, for
Mm.
G Perico. I've shot
Cuz,
Rick
like,
Ross. I've shot Buddha. I've shot Mike.
Damn, that's a
MJG.
resume.
I shot 8ball and MJG. I didn't know who they were.
That was crazy.
I'm gonna go
Tell us
ahead and
about that
admit it. I
story,
didn't
man.
know.
That's
Nah,
crazy.
man. Mike called me up on a Monday at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. He was like, "Hey, I need you to shoot 8ball and MJG tomorrow." And I was like, "What's that?"
Shout out for telling the truth.
Right. Hey, set out to tell the truth because you could have been like, yeah, I know him and all that shit.
Nah, man, fuck that. I
Real
listened.
shit.
He came back with that little pause and that dad voice of. But you know, I'm glad I didn't know who they were because I'd listened to them in college. I just didn't know who they were. I remember hearing it, but no, if I'd known who they were, I probably would have fanboyed.
That was that's
Yeah,
cool.
because I got way into them after that.
Man, I seen
photo
all the
shoot.
smoke.
Holy
He
shit.
had a bunch of smoke in that boy. It's a nice matter of fact. He had some limited edition T-shirts for the swag shop that was dope as
Oh,
fuck.
yeah, yeah.
The picture was on that shit.
Yeah, that's
That
what
shit
I've been
was
doing with
crazy.
Mike, doing a lot of the barbershop stuff.
Yeah.
with him.
What you think your dopest location for
Just-
shot? Like you took.
Oh,
You
man,
been
my
anywhere?
spot when I had 8ball and MJG, shotgun me.
Yeah, right.
Cracking.
Yeah,
Where you shoot at? You got
Now I'm
your
over
own-
in the Metropolitan Lofts over on the west
Oh,
end.
okay. So you got your own studio over there.
I share a spot with some people.
Dope.
I'm cheap.
Thrifty.
Come on.
Are you more about
Thrifty.
the scenery or the people? Like when you like to shoot, like do you just shoot scenery sometimes, or like what's like your favorite
No,
thing
I
to
really
shoot?
like just shooting people.
People, okay.
But I shoot people, I shoot scenery, I shoot motorcycles. I just kind of shoot a lot of things.
Okay.
Oh,
But I'm really just really trying to build it into an editorial portfolio type thing with the magazines. So
okay. Oh, okay.
that's where I'm headed.
Your own magazine?
Oh no, you know, I just want to work for some big ones. I won't name
Right.
names. I got
Okay.
goals though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He took one of the dopest pictures I ever had on a motorcycle. Not even a ride. But he,
Oh, yeah, that
my
was good.
Facebook
That was last
profile
summer.
pic, That shit was crazy though. 'Cause
Yeah.
I look like a rider.
Yeah.
I look like a straight
You
rider.
look
though.
like you knew how to actually
yeah,
operate
hell
that
yeah.
motherfucker.
But I wouldn't try to do that shit like the Whipper did on your bike.
But you know who you are,
definitely
right? You're
can.
at Dope Line. So like, what's your favorite kind of music? Like, what music speaks to you?
Jazz.
Jazz.
Yeah, I got into jazz when I was in the Navy back in 1991. Thelonious Monk.
Oh,
My
shit.
roommate turned me on.
Oh.
I got a big giant tattoo of Thelonious Monk.
Mm.
Wow.
That was my first jazz.
So you got a dope line for us?
No.
What?
You don't have to be
Bigfoot
rap.
too?
You can rock and roll.
It could be any line.
Okay.
Movie.
It's something
Listen
that
to
you
something.
live by. Sometimes you have a
Movie.
line.
I'll
that
give you the
goes
line
on.
that I live by.
Okay.
Is that John Wick?
Success is my revenge.
Ooh.
Is that John Wick? Is that John Wick?
No, that's
Okay.
just some shit I've been living by since I got my first review as a little art director and was told I need to find a new career, and I had a lot. That was my first fuck you.
Yeah.
Damn.
We
And
some
now-
fuck you kind of people up in here.
Well,
Yeah.
my fuck you is I don't get even, I just get better.
Yeah,
Okay, I like that. I like that.
No. There's a lot of people I got some fuck yous.
Yeah.
Oh shit! See, I thought that was John Wick because I know he a John Wick fan. He
Ooh,
was.
I do love some John Wick.
Yeah.
There's a 3 coming out.
John Wick?
Yeah, yeah. Look,
I met Keanu Reeves too.
he was trapped on the plane with him, right?
Yeah, I took a flight back from Austin. I'd never flown first class, so my wife was like, fuck it, fly, you could drink $75 upgrade worth of liquor.
Yeah.
To which I did do, because you know on an airplane, it doesn't take long to hit $75. But anyway, I had first class seat flying back. I get in my seat, and the guy that's sitting next to me is Keanu Reeves. And we sat there and talked about motorcycles and shit. I didn't even know about John Wick, but, you know, I dozed off, and then he dozed off, so technically Keanu Reeves slept with me. Say that.
On the plane. Shout out to Keanu Reeves.
Hey, you gotta turn that shit into a story.
Shout out to the one night stand.
If something, yeah.
It was an afternoon, dude.
Afternoon delight.
Afternoon delight.
So if something went wrong with that plane,
More like an afternoon disappointment.
if something went wrong with that plane, would you have looked at Keanu like help save you or something like going to like action mode, John Wick mode?
What you expecting him to turn into Neo in the
Right.
and get
Nah,
your
man.
No, I don't.
I probably just had my head between my knees kissing the ass goodbye.
Hold me! You just
No, I'd have just turned around and said there's some strange.
But anyway, though, we gotta ask you about the jewelry.
Yo, why
like,
you jack-
you making
why you
jewelry.
jack-
Oh yeah, man.
Jack
There
Ball!
we go. Hey, we
Exactly
got,
like that,
Say
man.
hello to the people.
we doing jewelry, so like who?
Back in 2009, I took a class just to learn how to make jewelry because I was.
They had a class for that?
Yeah, I just found a little class at a little jewelry studio up in Decatur. It was like $250 for 10 weeks, 3 hours, once a week. I
Shit,
figured
white
that was.
people do. Shout out to that. Where you born? Dumb as fuck.
Everybody
Everybody
go
just
like-
around that shit. Dude.
Shut up. Now you
Wait
got
a
a
minute.
minute.
So I'm sitting here telling you, that's some white shit white people do. But I turned around and took this shit and made it into a job and carved my own career.
Doper.
But that's not white people shit. That could be anybody's
No,
shit.
no,
Right? You don't have an
no,
interest.
Talk that shit. Don't let him get away with that.
Yeah, nah,
If
shit.
you went out and found that
Don't
shit,
let
it's
him
dope as hell. Like, if you went and found the jewelry class, like that was like.
I'll tell you what, some get money shit. That's my people
That's
shit.
my-
Yeah, but
I
you make
love
some
it.
money
I love
shit.
it.
Come on now. You don't sit here and just do barber
He ain't got
shopping.
a trade.
I know
Right.
the word.
That's
So-
not enough to make a trade, but it's enough to make a living. How's that?
Yeah, I mean, like.
What kind of jewelry you started making though?
Fly shit.
What they
I seen
teach
that
you?
ring.
How about that?
I
They
seen
teach
that
you the
ring.
little
I'ma be
beads that you put on the string.
That-
Like,
yeah, you
where'd you
gotta-
They
start
taught
from?
the little stuff, but I ended up
That's pieces right there.
I ended up cutting an Indian head out of a ring. It's just really hard to explain. It's just gonna sound ridiculous.
No.
It is ridiculous, but I made it cool as shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I take perfectly good money, cut it up, make it worthless, and sell it for
What the
more.
fuck did you use to cut
Like this.
the buffalo out the nickel?
Yeah.
A little tiny jeweler saw.
So you got great vision.
I got a
You
good
want it
vision.
back?
Okay,
You
vision.
say you in the back?
Still my jewelry.
She from Long Island. Be careful.
I wasn't you. I was more worried about that.
Yeah, exactly.
So check it out. I got together 5 questions that
All right.
I polled through some people on the social media. You know, actually nothing crazy, nothing, but just some questions that we want to know.
All right.
So the first question is.
Oh wait, let's preface and tell them why these questions are here.
Oh, this question right here, because basically this question is that black people being nosy want to know. They can just never like
That's all
ask a
you
white
wanna
person
say.
that shit. So it's just black people being nosy. That's all.
No, and I don't think it's just that too, because see, I'm gonna bring this up, because I went to Mike's talk a few weeks ago, and there were some people that are asking about, you know, educating white people. How long do y'all have to educate white people when we wanna know about black culture? Because, you know, some of us don't know, and you're not
Yeah.
gonna know if you're
Yeah.
guessing.
Yeah,
You
you
can guess
gotta
all you
ask.
want. If
Yeah.
you go off
Yeah,
what's on
that's
TV,
true.
you're not gonna get anywhere than where we are.
No.
So, anyway, Mike's, that was part of the whole, where I grew up and everything. Mike's
Okay.
answered a lot of questions and cleared up a lot of things for
Alright.
me. So I figured I would just give y'all the opportunity to
Yeah.
just ask
Yeah, I
some
see
regular
what
old
you
white
mean.
guys some shit.
I still won't be that.
Yeah.
I still won't be that complex. I'm sure though, like how Mike is and everything though. I'm pretty sure, you
Oh, man,
know,
I'll smoke on
they
that.
probably ask crazy question and shit.
I got a
But,
question.
but my question is, okay, first of all, it's a simple question. How much do white people love fried chicken?
Oh man, that really depends on where you grew up.
Because the Colonel is white. He had 13 herbs and spices. That's what he had as a dad. 11. Oh, 11. Okay, I had 2 more. Damn.
Yeah, that's a good
But, like-
motherfucking question.
He
Right
said,
there.
my man-
No, everybody likes
My
fried
grandmother
chicken.
cooked fried chicken in a cast iron
See?
skillet.
See?
I mean, what do you want?
They act like we that's the only one who like fried chicken. Like,
Man,
It's not
that's
true.
just a stereotype on white
That-
people.
those
We all
fake
love fucking fried
news.
chicken.
Fake news. Shout out to fake news.
news.
Everybody like fried chicken. The shit ain't good for you.
I don't
No, I
like
will
it.
tell you when I
I'm
went
a
to
black
LA
person,
my
I don't
first
like
time, I
it,
got to
so-
have Roscoe's chicken and waffles.
Oh yeah, shout out to Roscoe. You gotta have it.
I never had it before, so that was that was my first experience
Yeah,
with it.
hell yeah. Hell, you can't pass it up when you smell it. Like, I don't care who you are. But the second question.
Yeah.
Have you watched The Wire?
All 5 seasons.
Oh, shit.
Okay,
He got some hood in
I'm
him
gonna give you
there.
a black card, but I'm gonna give you
Why
a
y'all
red card.
bullshit?
Yeah, he there. He right there,
I thought
though.
that I've watched all 5 seasons completely through at least 6 times, and I own all the box DVDs before they were available.
God.
Damn, man. I never seen that much. My homeboy playing that shit,
It's
man.
impressive.
No, I mean, I'll be
Outstanding.
honest. I mean, when I grew up in North Carolina, you know, all I knew about black culture was what we saw on TV. And then we lost our antenna in front of our house, so we only got NBC.
Oh,
So I knew
you saw it.
Starsky and Hutch
Oh,
and all that.
shit.
So no, I thought The Wire was pretty fucking incredible. I thought it gave a good, honest portrayal.
It was dope.
And what's really sad is that, what, 10 years later, fucking Baltimore's still the fucking same.
It's the same
In
way.
spite of making this ultimate TV series
Bad
about
as
how
hell.
to fix everything and nothing
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah.
Bad as hell, but that's okay.
But yeah, I've seen The Wire.
So who's your favorite character on the
Oh,
Wire?
come on, everybody's gonna say the same fucking thing.
Say it.
Ooh.
No, you gotta say it first.
Avon Barksdale.
No, well, Avon was pretty fucking cool. I did like
Shout
him
out
a
to
lot.
Wood Harris.
Shout out to
What
Wood Harris.
Avon
up,
Barksdale.
what up,
Nah,
dog?
fuck that, everybody.
What up, dog?
Avon
Wood.
Barksdale.
Harris.
Wood Harris.
No, I'm biased though. Yo, we
Omar.
we-
I fucking love Omar.
Yeah.
Because Omar had a fucking code, and that man,
Oh my yo.
he did not break his code.
Omar had everybody spooked too. Boy.
Oh, Omar
Yeah,
had
he
motherfuckers
did.
running.
Yeah.
I mean, he just walked down and the street people ran.
Yeah, that's true. But
What did they play? Cops and Omar? In the streets? I'm Omar.
Damn, that's true. You did watch The Wire though.
That's nice, man.
More than once though. That's dope
Still,
too.
still you.
All
Dude,
right.
I'd love to meet him. Michael K. Williams.
Oh shit, I'm pretty sure he got that. He'll be around in the A soon. They filming so many movies here. He got.
If he's not already living here.
Yeah, yeah.
What else you got, Ivan?
All right, this question right here. Have you ever met, or do you know any white woman named Ebony?
No.
No, Ebony.
I don't know a black woman named Ebony.
Wow. Come on, there you go. Hang out, boy.
There you go. I know nobody named Ebony.
Keep hanging out at the swag shop. You gonna meet a
I'll
couple
be in
Ebony's,
Ebony
man.
soon. I
Yeah,
haven't
you
met
will.
one yet. No.
Never,
Think about
no white girl.
I
named
thought y'all
Ebony.
gonna have better questions than this.
I thought that was a rough one. I was hoping you was gonna tell me that one though. All right, he said he's better. Okay, that's another question I want to know. Titties or ass?
If you miss this one,
It's not a miss, it's him.
Titties or ass?
you say it right.
Man, it just depends on the context. I can tell you right now, I don't.
Are you a
I
titty
like-
ass man?
Titties are nice, but I don't want y'all to be thinking I like those cantaloupe things that when they lay down, it's just like islands floating in the stream.
Oh, wow.
Not going down on their chest like they're supposed to. So,
Okay.
Shout out to mine going down the chest.
Let me ask you this. If
Lay
if
into
it
the
was
side.
if it was big titty, you could either have a big titty or a big ass.
titties.
You gonna go with the
Okay,
titty.
okay.
That helps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
That's just one man's opinion.
Okay,
Yeah.
it was a white guy opinion. That's what we know.
Listen,
Okay, pretty much we all were ass man, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I thought I was, but
Absolutely.
lately I've drifted into the titty realm, okay? Because I
okay.
just been in the presence of a lot of beautiful black women whose titties are big and beautiful and nipples are amazing. And I've been leaning towards the nipple side.
You wanna break it down to the very
Areola.
compound.
Areola.
That's a
Areola
sign of a
and
nipple.
just
Which
nipple
one is only.
Because you get like you gotta have a certain
didn't even
like if
hear
you
it.
got big titties, you
Yeah.
gotta have big, nice titties. You gotta have them that you know what I'm saying. You gotta have them right nipples on.
You gotta be the
know what
whole
I'm saying?
kit.
You gotta have
You
the
gotta be
kit,
set up. The
you know what I'm
setup.
saying?
Okay.
Shout out to the perfect titties.
Shout out to the perfect titties.
titties.
You talking about the bulk joints?
But I mean, I'm going for the titties. Though. I'm going for the titties right now.
You going for the titties right now?
Yeah.
Okay, you maturing in life.
Because the ass is always. I mean,
ass is
everybody got ass now.
They sure do.
I
Everybody
mean,
got ass.
the white girls got ass now.
Yeah, everybody
everybody
got
got
ass.
ass. They're
Yeah.
giving it out.
Chinese girls,
Yeah.
everybody got ass.
They're giving it out.
I'm almost like
Where can they obtain that
I'm
at,
telling
Dave?
you,
Tell
the
them where they can
gym.
get that.
These bitches is in
At
the
the
gym.
gym.
Shout out to all the women out there. Y'all in the
Yeah,
gym.
back
Y'all doing
to line
something.
up.
Eating right.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing.
They
The
going
real
Dr.
ass.
Booty.
We talking about the real ass.
And don't
We not talking
They-
about
they
Mr.
doing
Mike.
They
credit
going to
care.
Dr. Curves
Nah.
and Roswell.
Who?
Like, stop.
Dr.
And then
Curry.
get in the gym.
Everybody
afterwards.
ass don't look the
on
same,
our dumb ass.
for real.
They fake us out.
Okay, I got one more question I gotta ask you.
She like, yeah, that's your dumb ass.
Are
Yeah.
all white people on time? All the
No.
time?
There's such thing as WPT.
Because you know we got our CP time.
CPT
We
means
got
country
that.
people
You
time.
already know, we got
So-
I know what it means.
I
It's-
know you've been around us long enough. I know you
Some
heard it.
people are just fucking late. I'm not one of those people. I was in the military. I'm just one of those people.
You ain't never
I
been
always
late.
believe 5 minutes early is on time.
Mm.
He's in
I
the
show up for
military.
job interviews 10 minutes
Mm.
early.
I'm going to ask you a serious question. What do you feel about interracial dating? Do you have
I
an
don't
opinion
care.
on it when you see it?
He's
I
like,
don't give a fuck who you love, who you pray to.
Exactly.
But if you're an asshole, you're an asshole.
Okay. So it doesn't involve
Facts.
what you see a lot of white men,
No.
a lot of black guys.
My sister-in-law's black.
And fuck ass.
goddamn, shout out to his sister-in-law.
Wait,
too.
hold on.
No,
Her
Don't
name
fuck
is
I mean,
Reagan.
that's his answer.
it's not even Ebony. Damn.
That's his answer.
You're gonna meet Ebony. You definitely gonna meet Ebony now. Your sister-in-law
You're
black.
gonna have a line open at the barbershop now.
You're
Wait
gonna
for
meet
me to come
Ebony.
on.
They're gonna be on
Ebony.
Ebony audition. They gonna be at you.
Now you say it's a white guy named Tyrone. We gotta find
No, I
a
know.
black girl
yeah.
named Ebony.
No, white. We need a white. girl
Anybody
named-
know Ebony? Let us
and
know,
we need
man.
A white guy named Tyrone. Please step up, send your picture. We hope you got cornrows.
He
If you
said
don't have a
cornrows.
comb over, like your name is Parker, you gotta either be really white or really black. Okay, please.
I met a Malik though.
A white Malik?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
He mixed, but he
He
black.
does.
Nah, but he look like he don't look black though. He
You
look-
can't do that. He's either
It
a
was-
white
it
guy,
was- he's like,
his
my name
father's
Malik.
name
It
is
was
George,
crazy,
his
though.
mom's
It
name is
was- it
Sandy,
was-
or he's not in. Like he's.
No,
he
he
can't
had-
make
he had
no
White
comb
dude named
over.
Malik.
Yep,
Yeah.
He had the comb over though.
yep.
His name was Malik.
That's
And he
how
told
white
you
people
it
say
was
it.
Malik.
Oh,
Malik
you gotta
invention.
you gotta say it.
Hey, on some real shit though. You white, but you cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, just not but you cool, but fuck it, you Steve. So it ain't like you're
Right.
white, you just fucking Steve,
It's
right?
Steve.
But what are your thoughts on like the gentrification, especially going on in Atlanta? I know we was talking about that off camera
He
earlier
went
today.
deep on your ass.
On how that
CNN.
shit. I mean, shit. You got titties with the ass questions. You got to balance it
He
out.
went
you know what I'm saying?
CNN on your ass.
That's true though.
I don't
That-
like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Mm.
Nah, I moved to Atlanta from Chattanooga after living up there for a while. Part of the draw was the fact that it was a black ran town. I just got tired of all that little back room, like, hey, fill them out with the joke kind of thing. And I just thought moving to Atlanta, I was gonna get the fuck away from that.
Mm.
And I did for the most part, but I don't like it. I really,
You think it's past capitalism? Like it's like
it's
Well,
greed. It's
it's
everybody
greed.
wants to make a
Greed.
fucking dollar. And I hate
Greed.
to see the west end of Atlanta be the last spot that's Atlanta.
yeah.
You know, I wish some of these rappers would get some money and move into these fucking in-town
Tell him,
neighborhoods.
hit the button on that. Hit the
Right.
button. Make some noise.
That's all over though, not just here. That's
No,
all
it's all
over.
over though.
Yeah, that's,
right.
that's everywhere in the
That's
country.
everywhere.
Yeah, but like,
No, it is everywhere, and it's
but like right here, I hate what you're saying. It's right in front of your
Because
face,
it's more
and
attainable.
it's just so much stuff that you
Yeah.
can get, and you can take, and you can fix up, and it's in your
I
own
wanna be behind
community.
the gates
Though.
of
So I
my own
understand what you're
community.
saying though. Like, but
But I mean, to speak on that, it's like there's still a lot of black people in these neighborhoods, but are
There
they
are,
are
but
they
we're-
taking care of their property?
that's true too. That's a whole nother question.
Like you sitting
yeah.
on gold, do you know you're
Yeah.
sitting on
Yeah.
gold, or
That's
you
true,
gonna
too.
wait till somebody knocks on your
Yeah,
door
that's true
and
too.
gives you a couple pennies on the dollar?
That's a fact. They
Some
take care of your
people's-
own. People don't
some
even honor or
people's
respect their own
opinions.
joint. They don't respect
Everything,
where they
you know
live
what I'm
at.
saying? That might be pennies to you, but that's a whole lot to them. That little money you gave them. That's a whole lot to them.
Well,
Can be.
Because they
I mean,
don't-
money's
because they don't-
variable to your
So they don't
circumstances.
plan on you.
But-
They don't
but
plan
then-
on using their resources.
But
like
then
you
it's
said.
a mental thing, man.
Right,
At that
exactly.
point, right?
Yeah, oh, definitely, yeah.
When they show these homes being bought, they say they were belonging to the parents. Now the kids don't have the respect for it, don't wanna live in those neighborhoods, so they quickly sell them off, and then people come in and they take it back.
And then it was a fad for a while too to move out to the burbs and different
Yeah.
counties and leave Atlanta and that you was doing.
But again, you're
something.
talking about us migrating into a place where we from these hoods and from these neighborhoods, or we can go into these places where you can buy a big house for a couple $100,000 in the suburbs. We like, oh shit, this is
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's
Taxes
what we
are
were
cheap.
flocking into. You know what I mean?
Taxes aren't cheap down here. Our mortgage, they fucking unfroze our fight that we did about 6 or 7 years ago, and we just went up $300 a month just to pay the taxes.
So you've been appealing it for a while.
Oh, we appealed it like back in 2009, 2010, somewhere around there, and then it got a freeze because when the 2008 bubble happened in Atlanta, everybody got screwed.
Yeah.
So they kind of froze it there,
Yeah.
but, you know, my wife bought the house in Grant Park back in '93 when nobody wanted to live in Grant
Nobody.
Park.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and now we're sitting on a little gold mine,
Yep.
but, you know, we're not looking to sell it. We're
Hell
gonna
nah.
move. I mean, I'm
Hell
fucking living in
nah.
downtown Atlanta.
Hell
It's
nah.
steam to sell.
Steve,
Yeah,
can I
right.
ask you this question?
Yeah.
So as far as the white community, how often do the children actually inherit property and keep the property and maintain the property? Or do they sell the property the first chance they get?
I don't know. I don't know that many people that have gotten their parents' places, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I know my parents sold my grandmother's house. Well, actually, I think they sold it before she had passed. She was living in a nursing home, and they had moved from Asheville to Burlington, North Carolina. So they sold her house to help pay for that. But I don't know anybody that's really inherited their
house.
I don't have friends that have property.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, that's understandable.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely understand that.
It's a good angle of the community.
Yeah, so, but other than that, the gentrification shit, like, how do you think, like, do you think it's taking advantage of mental people or people that's, like, do you?
No, I think people are just moving down here because they feel safe now. I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, I've always was told, you know, Atlanta's dangerous and downtown's dangerous.
Yeah.
I think people are just getting the courage, you know, to move down here. When my wife bought down here in '93, it had nothing to do with that. She just wanted to live in downtown Atlanta. She wanted, you know, she had a good dive bar that she worked at, and she had another one about 4 blocks up the road that she partied at.
That's for sure.
You know, that's what I'm talking about. We're losing all those. We're losing the neighborhood as opposed to it's just a bunch of people that go home after work and sit in their house. You know, I don't know. I don't see a lot of the way it used to be with all the kids playing, all the families getting together. But then again, I don't really hang out with a lot of people anymore like that either. So I'm sure it's still out there. It's just not part of my perspective.
No,
or
Right
don't
though,
see
time
it.
is changing.
No, I don't
Times
see
is
it.
changing. It's not a lot of like how we used to kick when we was younger, like everybody coming out doing a lot of fun. It's not the same no more.
No, down here we can't even find a good dive bar. Everything's a live-work apartment with a bar downstairs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that bar is about as much fun as the apartment is.
They got designated areas for the kids. You go play.
Oh, man.
Like, that's it. They put you in a little pen. You go play over there, and you can get out and do something.
Dog
It's not
sitter.
like on the block anymore. Like kids you can meet their neighbors.
Nothing
You know what I'm
organic.
saying? Nah.
No
No,
organic.
nothing like that. There's still some of that in them.
It's a couple.
Jump
You
Jumping
know,
rope
actually,
on
let
the
me
block.
back some of that up a little bit, because actually when, my kid's 21 now, but when she was in school, we all did all the things, met in the park, and, you know, the parents came over, smoked cigarettes, drank beer, and let all the kids play on the playground kind of thing.
Right.
We did a lot more of that when the kid was in school, and that's one thing I will say, is a lot of the schools in the city are really more integrated, and they do a lot of stuff together outside of class. At least that's
Okay.
what we've always said.
Okay. How about that? What do you think about the charter schools compared to public schools?
My kid went to the charter school and did great, so that's just what they did.
So like public schools, like.
Well, the
like
charter
we-
school is a public school, it's just they did a different curriculum than it was more of a constructivist curriculum where, you know, they just worked with them how their brains work, more than just, you're gonna, 2 times 2 is 4 because it's 4, not
Well,
like,
yeah.
2 times 2 is 2 plus 2, or 3 plus 1, you know.
That's the only problem that I have with like regentification, whatever, when somebody comes to the neighborhood. I think it should be, if you come into the neighborhood, it should be, everybody go to the same schools and we get the same resources and we get the same connection, the same network, and whole everything.
Well, our charter school, we got the bare minimum from APS. You know, the rest of the money, we did fundraisers, we went out and did stuff and had silent auctions. We raised all our own money to support it. And the only reason we did it was right there in the neighborhood, and the first preference for the Atlanta Neighborhood Charter School, ANCS, yeah, Atlanta Neighborhood Charter School, all the neighborhood kids have first preference.
Shout out to raising your own money.
What
I like
school?
that.
What school was it?
Raise your own
Oh,
money.
she went to Atlanta Neighborhood Charter School. It was in Grant Park.
Okay.
And then we had all the kids from Grant Park and surrounding neighborhoods.
All right, so we got you in here. I want to ask you one more
God, this
question.
thing just all went quiet and somber and shit.
Information.
Why does this always happen? when
What
we're
are
looking
your
If
top 3
We get
rock
tight.
groups?
I saw that question on there. I don't know. Man, it just depends on the mood.
shit.
Okay, right now I've
I
been
got
listening to a bunch of Jane's Addiction. I've been listening to a bunch of old Beastie Boys, because I went to high school when Ill Communicate. No, License to Ill came
Oh,
out.
shit.
Was high school for me.
Okay.
So that was my first
That was my
exposure
shit,
to
though. Fast Monkey. Yeah. You got the Beastie Boys, Jane's Addiction.
Aerosmith's a classic, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne.
What you listening to when you editing pictures and shit and making your work dope in the lab?
What's
When
your
you- when you
playlist?
got music on, like, what is your go-to shit? What is you listening to? What you got in your ears?
Honestly, so I've always liked rap, but I'm just a complete pedestrian when it comes to music. You turn me onto a CD, it's always on, Love Logic's, Bobby Tarantino 2 is always on.
But that's not a bad album to play over and over and over though.
No. Fucking 8 Ball and MJG coming out hard.
Okay.
I like his
Yeah,
man.
shit.
I would have fanboyed if I'd known who the fuck was in the room with me.
That's some strong shit
I
right there.
fanboyed at Rick Ross's house, so it's no big deal. I'm used to embarrassing myself.
That's some
So let me
strong
ask you
shit.
this. When you take a picture of a specific person, do you base what you listen to off that person?
Oh
Or
no,
the vibe you
no,
trying to get? Like,
they
how do you-
choose. Let them choose the music gets him in the vibe.
Oh, okay, now, what about when you go to your station and you
You
go
just
to-
want me to land on one answer, right?
No, I'm saying, that's good, no.
It honestly, it depends. Lately, I've gotten tired of listening to music. I've been listening to a bunch of podcasts, and speaking of The
Okay.
Wire, I just recently, I'll play that in the background while I'm working. I used to do it at work all the time, because I know, I've seen it enough that I know where to stop and go watch, and then the rest of the time I just listen to it, it's like music. And I literally just did The Wire through the Christmas holidays in the
great.
shop. I just had everyone go.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And lately, I've been waiting for Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Now you talking.
I never seen an episode again.
You tripping.
Me neither. Don't feel bad, hyphen.
I heard it's addictive, and I don't have
You
time.
watch
Cocaine.
it. Don't watch the first
That's what I said.
Cocaine.
That's what I heard. I don't have time for
Cocaine.
it. Reason I haven't jumped
All
on
7
it.
seasons
See?
are too much.
See?
Let
Only
me tell you why.
I don't need that in my life right now.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't
DJ, I
stop.
don't need that in my
Very
life.
good,
I
very
don't need to be
Don't do
stuck.
it to
No, you
yourself.
don't.
It's serious.
I heard
You gotta
it.
commit to
The
2
first
months.
one I watched, and I was like, "What the hell is going on here?" You know, my cousin was like, "Be careful about the first one." After that, it's like you can't stop.
I seen the first. I seen the first.
Yeah, and
episode.
it's not for
When
people.
they
But you
use
saw the
that
first one,
dragon
you should have been
man.
good.
No, I had to stop.
I don't like none of that.
First one is
goofy
scary.
shit.
I know.
That's that
You
first.
had
Man, I don't fuck none of that
That's
goofy
stop.
goofy
Season
fan
one,
shit.
the
At that time, I didn't have
Like,
a
scary.
subscription, so I couldn't do it.
You thought it was
Right. So, but when I did get right, I said, "No, I'm not gonna do it.
Don't do
I'm
it.
just not gonna do
No.
it."
It's
very
I-
serious.
I-
You ever seen Once Upon a Time on like NBC with the little fantasy movie? I thought it
I
was
seen the
like
preview. I seen the trailer.
Nah, fam.
But it's not.
Nah,
It's
no,
most
I don't
gangster,
know. I don't know.
murderous,
Gangster.
gang violence,
Yeah.
money.
motherfucking
It's going on. It's
dark
like-
magic, nigga. We busting off on niggas and the whole
DOT.
shit.
DOT, that's your shit.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
That's okay. I like it.
Compared to The Wire.
No, man.
It's
Oh,
not a
man.
comparison.
So,
No.
Top 3 miniseries.
How about this?
For everybody.
You can compare it to The Wire and
Homeland.
HBO.
Top-
Ooh,
top.
Homeland was so fucking
Breaking
good.
Bad.
Billions, been watching that.
Fuck yes.
Oh, fucking
yeah.
Billions is starting back up.
One time for Wags.
You can't get in the billions.
No,
You
no.
One
bugging.
time for
Finally,
Wags.
yo.
Breaking Bad. I
That
like
fucking
Breaking
bitch
Bad.
though, like
Billions
she
is
came
crazy.
into session. I'm
I like
gonna
Breaking Bad
get
was
it on
fucking
billions.
baller,
Ain't she gonna
too.
get a little she gonna get it on billions. She all came there,
What,
fuck with Ace and shit, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Start opening
you
stuff
talking
up.
about like
Sons of
that?
Anarchy.
Fuck Taylor.
That-
Fuck
Fuck
her.
Taylor.
4 times.
That's why I hope Taylor.
Sorry.
Like that. Oh, that's like,
Nah,
wow,
Something
it's
gonna happen
dope.
to
I
Taylor.
love Billy.
Right, and Chuck, my man,
I'm on
too.
that black
Chuck, my
one.
man.
I'm fucking with Chuck.
I'm fucking with
Boardwalk
Chuck.
All the way.
Empire was my
Love
joint.
Boardwalk
Bro,
Empire.
Boardwalk
Okay,
Empire was
dude.
the shit.
Oh yeah, he was in that.
Yes, he
too.
was.
Yeah.
He was.
definitely
What
Him and
about
Steve
y'all-
Buscemi,
y'all
man,
ever-
are the
Oh,
fucking.
man.
Ray Donovan?
Enoch. Shout out Enoch Thompson. Yeah.
That's right,
Yeah.
Nucky.
Don't try to say it all low. He said Ray Donovan.
He did.
Ray Donovan.
Man, I watched Ray Donovan up
Donovan's
until
good.
what's his name had the $1 million in cash, and I can't watch a show that you can't ask me to just let go of reality that much. I had to
You
stop
went too
watching
far.
Sons of Anarchy. I should
What
have
happened?
seen
What
it.
point? What point?
You know what I stopped watching?
That part where they took the fucking ship and sailed over with all their motorcycles. I'm like, motherfucker,
Fuck out of here.
bullshit. Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of shows,
First off, it'd take 2 months to get your fucking bikes over there.
I went to the movie
They
and
flex
I
too
all
much.
that.
watched
They
Us
flex too
yesterday.
much power.
I
Oh,
did
you
too.
seen
How was that?
What
Yeah, I was-
was you in there like, what the hell is happening?
Mm.
I was
What?
so disappointed in
Us.
Us. I'm very sorry. Us was terrible.
Don't
The
tell us
movie?
that.
Yes.
Really? Because we're dying to see it.
I was
Go-
gonna see
I
that
mean, have
thing.
Because
your
that
own
other one he
opinion,
did,
but
Get Out,
that's why
scared
we
the
all
shit
went.
out of me.
Get Out was the reason
good.
why
I would love
Yes,
Full,
Get Out was incredible, which is why we went to go see Us. So when I got in there, I was like, what's happening? Did you know what's happening?
I knew what was happening, but it wasn't surprising.
What
was-
the fuck?
First
is
of all, it was
happening?
too much stupid shit happening. When the other family came out, I was like, this is some dumb shit right here.
Yeah.
It was just
Oh,
dumb
look.
shit.
I
It's
I
dumb
gotta check
shit
it out.
after
What?
dumb shit. Then it was like,
That
it was like
bad.
It's not
comical.
gonna have the same effect.
It
as
wasn't.
Get
You're
Out.
not. You're gonna. I was in there like, and it was all the different stuff was happening. I still was like, come on, Jordan, do something. I came in for the Get
That's a
Out
hard.
type
That's
shit.
a hard plateau. to
And then at the
reach,
end,
though.
even though you knew the
Get
twist,
Out.
you still was like, for real?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
I figured the twist
But
out.
but it
about
didn't make
30
sense.
Oh
But it
shit.
didn't make.
no.
You did?
Oh, no.
I didn't.
It was 2 twists. It wasn't just one. It was
It
2.
didn't
What do y'all
make
think about the
sense.
Purge
Oh, so
series?
y'all might. Oh, that's getting
Oh, the
watered
series.
down too.
Yeah.
Well, the
Oh, the
movie
series,
series,
the
the movie.
movie.
Oh, okay,
The
okay,
movie,
okay.
yeah, the movie.
The trilogy,
They get watered
okay.
Yeah,
down.
the trilogy.
Y'all like
I
the
like
last
the
one?
Purge.
Last one was
I
good.
like
The
the
first
Purge.
two was good.
The
I like
last
the
one
The
was
first one
It's
was.
I
all
didn't see
right.
the
The
last
first
one.
Purge or whatever it was
The
called.
first one was good.
No, the
second
last
one
one
was
was
good.
called like First
Oh
Purge.
yeah, first one.
The
Yeah.
second one was good.
I didn't
This
see the
latest
last one.
one.
Shout out to Jamal Phillips. He's from Long Island. My homeboy, he was in it, but I didn't watch it. Shout out to
Oh.
him.
I ain't running out of
That was
ammo.
so good.
I don't watch
Well,
it,
it's
Jamal.
like Saw.
I love you.
Yeah.
Saw was really good, but the third one they were running out of.
Yeah.
The first three were good.
First three.
The first
Yeah,
three
after
were
that,
good.
When Saw came
13.
out, they was bugging over Saw. Like, Saw, you
Oh,
got
yeah,
to see
Saw
Saw,
was
but
big
I
good.
wasn't on it. I really was
What is
on
like
it.
Purge was dope.
13 or something?
No, I watched Purge. I like
Purge
Purge.
1, 2. I didn't like 3.
Because
Three
Purge
was
is something
okay.
that you want
It's
to do, you know what I
underwater.
mean? So
Yeah.
you was like, yeah, I can
But
get
I
that
mean-
first
I got a
one-
lot of things with Purge. Yeah, success
that-
is my revenge will get replaced.
I mean, but what would it
I got
take
some
to
people
scare
that-
y'all though?
that
After
first-
all these scary movies you see, like what would it really take to like really get you scared? Like from a movie perspective, like
Shit,
from
watching the news. Shit.
that shit's
That's
I didn't want to say it.
Shout out to
but
the news.
Shout
Shout out to
Nah.
CNN. Y'all scared
Nah.
everybody.
CNN.
About local news, fine.
CNN say color orange. The color orange, be careful.
They
Right?
got killed right
You
there.
gotta check your car.
They put
What
him in a
color's
bag with
orange?
tape on
Right,
it. I was
right.
like, I was
They
just
did this at
at
the
that
We on
gas
yellow.
station.
We on yellow.
When I just left, you mean on the gas station?
Like the sun
We
was
on the
still
greenish,
out.
reddish
Yeah,
color.
word.
Like we in between.
Daytime
Like,
gas station,
Right.
gas station.
I'm trying to tell you.
yeah, it's crazy though,
Putting
man.
people in
But,
trunk of cars, putting tape around their mouth, kidnap people, talking about this is the biggest sex trafficking.
but
Look.
we gotta wrap it up though.
Yeah.
No, we don't. We got one more to roll.
Oh shit! One more to roll.
Oh, we gonna get into
When
it.
you
Well,
think it's
Right
over,
back.
What though?
when you think it's over, it's always another joint.
Again,
with
this is
Mr.
being
Steve.
sponsored to you by Dope Lines
Dope
Apparel.
Lines Apparel. Go check us
If
out.
you haven't
on
ordered your Dope
Shopify.
Lines hat, then you a dope fool. Like
Yeah.
Dope
seriously.
fool.
I tell you what, if you don't have Dope Lines Apparel on your head, on your body, thank God there's a lot of other lame labels out there that you can rock that keep you lamed in check. You're not dope.
You're not
Just have to
dope,
keep the
man.
truth, man.
We
Dope
just label
Lines
not only
Apparel.
do, and we give back. So go buy some Dope Lines so we can continue to give back.
Yeah, we give back. We
You
do all
already
things.
know.
And I tell you what, I think it's time to announce the Dope
Dope
Lines Sweet 16 contest coming up.
Mm.
Starting next week.
Yeah.
Check this out. Check it out.
Yeah.
This is probably the dopest rap contest ever put together.
I
That's the
wrote
way
a
it's
16 just to enter it.
That's the way it's constructed. So we're
I
gonna take
cannot wait.
the sweetest 16. We want 16 MCs. these.
Yeah.
We want everybody to submit they 16 bars though, and submit them to the Dope Lines page.
Yeah.
We want to hear the world to hear and the world to judge. So 16 bars, 16 bars. The 16 is going to get picked with the Sweet 16. Going to start off battling each other with 16 bars. The Elite 8 bars. The last 4, final 4 bars. Them last 2, that one dope line.
So you gotta be
Like,
doper and doper.
You gotta be
and
dope and dope.
We want to break down the whole thing of rap, so we gonna do it in reverse.
Mm.
We breaking it down from the 16 all the way down to that first line that you write, that one line, that dope line. We want to know who really writing dope lines out there, and who really know the art of rap. So we start this contest. We gonna let everybody know. We gonna write the details down so you can know. We got all types of prizes and giveaways and the whole 9 for the winner.
That's a
Whoever
fact.
win it,
Yeah.
trust me,
Yeah.
you will be crowned the first dope line contest winner, which is a big deal. But we definitely gonna keep you posted with
Absolutely.
the info.
And
First
I'm
time
gonna
that
give
you
you
hear
something.
about it right now.
And I'm gonna give you something that just so you know.
You gonna give him 16 bars?
No.
Oh, shit, I'm about to say,
Now he's
shit.
gonna give you a dope line.
Okay,
Go
let
ahead.
them know what we talking about.
Dick face, get your shit straight, fucker. This is Big J.
Hey,
That line is mean.
brother.
That line is mean.
Yeah.
And also, we want to make sure we some people to send in their
Thank you.
CDs. You know what I mean? If you got any type of set tapes or CDs, we're gonna have a digging in the dope lines crates. So you can bring it in. We're gonna try to, get new music out there. So please send. I
Fam.
met a guy at a
Well, not
gas
CDs.
station. He gave me a CD. He did.
I know. Well,
You can, but people
we
do
can't-
have CDs.
Yeah, they still.
And I want to
Alright,
shout
so,
out.
I
Wait,
mean,
hold up.
go
And I
ahead.
want to shout out to the
Still
people who still on the
playing
block out there.
One
pimping
time for
their
them,
CDs,
because you
know
put
what
that
I
in
mean?
your
I
car.
meet him at Walmart. I met
You
him
put it in your
at
car
at
right
Publix.
away.
I
That's
buy it
real.
all the time because I feel
Bring
that's the
your
essence of
CDs.
the culture, and they still out in the
Yup.
street doing hand-to-hand sales.
And I
So I'm
still got my
representing
CD
for the
player in my
hand-to-hand
car.
sales dude. So if you got anything else other than that, big up
Out
to
the
you.
trunk.
Or on any platform you want to, but
Out
I
the
come
trunk.
from
Hey,
walk
you got
around
the
the board,
CD?
collect $200.
Yeah, so when you
still
see
Monopoly.
Kim,
So
get
I
her the
saw, and I
CDs.
got them, and I got some. I
Send
got.
us a thumb drive.
Yeah. You can
Yeah.
send
Or
them
email.
out.
Nah.
Just do that too.
And if you got a CD, pull down on
Whatever
it.
you
I'ma
have, I
slap
would like
your
them
shit
to
in
dig it
car
out
and
the
I'ma
crate. You
bang
understand?
your
We're
shit.
gonna put them in the
Tell me
crate.
now,
We're
Tanner.
gonna
I'ma
pull
let
them
you
out.
know
We're
your
gonna
shit
listen to
dope
them. We're
or
gonna
not.
critique them.
Oh,
We're gonna say
but-
thank you. You know
Don't
what I
play your
mean?
shit right
And
there.
Word.
And we're gonna try to get a custom dope lines chain made by Steve West. Or a bracelet.
Ooh.
A
You are?
bracelet. Oh my God.
Yeah, we gotta have
I
some.
need one myself. Oh,
I got you.
God.
Me too.
Yeah.
Woke up then.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Okay, that's live.
Yeah.
That's what he do. Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
And
And win the opportunity
And we
to win
might
a
pay
death
for-
rug.
a death rug, and we might pay for your photo shoot with Steve West too. We might make you a star. We
Man,
might
shout
just
out to
brand
Steve
you.
West.
We
You
might just brand you.
And
How
I'm a
about
brand
that?
genius. So you
The
might
winner
get
might
branded.
get branded. You
Crazy.
might get branded all the way.
You
to
over there
Red
rolling your
Bull.
eyes at me? When
Huh?
I say I'm the brand genius, you better put some respect on my
Definitely
name.
going down.
I got you.
Branded.
You get somebody, you make somebody and cook for them this week?
Yeah,
Genius.
yeah.
So that's the challenge. Y'all heard it, America, in the world. Kim's gonna give me a cooking client by this time next Sunday, and we'll be talking about it on the podcast. She's a what? Brand genius. One time for Kim.
I ain't say client genius, I said brand
That's
genius.
brand genius.
What's up?
What do you cook, Steve? What's
What do I
your
cook?
What's your
Yeah.
favorite food?
Takeout. I'm
Or
lazy.
what?
That's some bullshit.
What do you love?
Thai food.
Thai food? Okay, I like Thai food.
Yeah, that's Thai
spicy.
mode. That's official.
I'm making some
I
drunken
fuck with
noodles,
Big
Steve.
Bowl.
with
Yeah,
hip
I'll go
hop.
ahead and tell you, I love Popeyes.
Popeyes?
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
on
I don't fuck with
Tuesday.
fried
On
chicken.
Tuesday.
That's my go-to for the quick one. But when
No.
it comes to eating in town, I love Busy Bee. It's right down the street from me. I still haven't eaten at Rosie's Cafe. I love the Beautiful. I've been going to the Beautiful for the
Oh,
better
you
part
went to
of
the
12
Beautiful?
years.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, shout out to the beautiful.
Like, we right down the
You
street.
got married in the summer, you didn't know?
We right down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I went over there with New
You got to
Face.
sit on line for the beautiful though. You like,
Friday.
God
Shout
damn
out to
it.
New Face too, man. We gotta get him on the show. New Face, you coming up real soon.
Yeah, right?
You
We
doing
want
a
to
lot.
thank you for coming, you know what I mean? and
Yeah.
Just
If
sitting
you have any
right
more
here.
questions for white people, give me a holler.
Hey,
Email
look,
answer.
so we got a
I got a
white guy
question for
consultant.
have you been to a Baptist, Christian church? Because I've been to a Catholic church, like,
Man, Catholic church. Take a long time to do anything.
yeah, but I went to the Catholic
I
wedding
grew
for
up
the first
Southern
time. I
Baptist.
had no idea they sat down at the Catholic wedding. I said, what they doing? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, Catholic wedding? Oh, the first time I ever went to Catholic.
That's my
it was
first
a
time.
wedding.
I
It was an hour long.
yeah, it was long
Oh
as
yeah, they
hell.
keep they shit.
And they
real
sat in the
fun. I like
chairs,
them.
and they started talking to each other and shit. I was like, what's
No, I was raised
Yeah.
Southern Baptist. Our wedding's about 8 minutes. You're fucking in and out. We got fucking buffet to get to.
So y'all don't like a traveling
Damn.
I got married on the roof of a bar, so
Okay, nice.
on Halloween to boot.
Oh shit! Wow.
Romantic.
Really?
Gangster.
You planned that or it just happened? playing.
Y'all have a choir
No,
in
we
your
playing.
church? Did you grow up with choirs in your church?
You said that you played.
Was there what?
The church choirs?
No.
Did you have church choirs?
Oh, yeah, we did.
All right.
You ever been to Southern White Baptist?
No, that's what I'm
There is
asking.
no
lit.
harmony and there is no tone and there is no rhythm.
So how is
Okay.
That is what happened.
To me,
That's
that's
what went
Catholic.
wrong with me, I think.
Look, to me, that's the only thing that makes Baptist church
Yeah,
Baptist
right.
church, is the singing.
But here's the thing, see, we didn't know. He just schooled us.
I know, right?
We're talking Baptist church, believing it's the same kind
Southern
of church.
Baptist, I don't know if there's a difference. Look, when we moved to Virginia in the 8th grade, we didn't have to go to church, and I didn't go to church anymore.
Okay.
I got a whole separate set of beliefs that's completely different than most
Do they
people.
do a collection
Probably
plate?
mine too.
Do
So
they have
you
a
got-
collection plate at y'all church?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so
That's
that's
something, yeah.
so that's universal.
See, you
Give
can't
Communion.
it's universal, right? That
Oh,
cash
yeah,
flow.
at 10%.
Cash
At
flow.
10%
me
every
that
religion.
offering.
So,
I don't
No,
have,
I
I
think
don't care
it's
how,
the
what
Mormon
language it
thing.
is, 10% in that motherfucker.
That's the tithes. I said do they take collection, which is an offering. You still like
Well, they have, well, that's the offering
That's
plate, whatever
the
it's called.
10%.
that's a tithe.
I know, that's part of the offering though. They expect you to get 10% of the
And an
offering.
offering.
Shout out to
That's
everybody who's getting that
Shout out
$1 from the peoples though.
Oh, be happy as hell, drop that
Drop
$1
that
in
$1.
that basket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so that's how we.
I mean,
Grandma slide
Let me tell
everybody
you,
a
try to
dollar
cuff
down the
that boy
road.
though. I thought it was just me, huh?
Ooh,
I love you, man. I love you,
the
Mama G.
drip,
but
drip, E.
Trying to cover the
Try to
dollar.
cuff that
The
dollar
clock.
and try to cuff it and go to the candy store. Like,
Give it to the
But
kids.
nah,
They don't want to put it in the plate. Like
shout out
put
to
that in the
Steve.
yeah, she watching me too. She know me too, cause I straight
Hey, you got the white
tuck and
guys.
roll.
And look, you got the white guys, you got the black dudes, and then you just got cool people
Yeah.
that you really don't see, you know, no difference. You know what I'm saying? Some people, like when you go around, some people are like, oh, that's that white boy. You know what I'm saying? When they pull up, hey, where the white dude at? You
Yeah.
just, where's Steve at?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cause Steve.
So you got
himself.
a real like universal cool about yourself.
Oh,
you know
me?
what I'm saying?
I didn't know we were talking about me. I was just listening.
About you.
Man, I'm just
You
like
got
a
a universal cool about yourself. You know what I'm saying? So,
Cool
you
like
know what I'm
that.
saying? Real shit, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I think people, they draw people to you. Like, that's when I see you in the shop, you just real cool. You 100, you the same with everybody. Like you said, I ain't know who 8 Ball and MJG was.
Yeah.
You told me to shoot this photo,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
shoot the photo.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like real shit,
Yeah.
you 100 and you genuine. So that shit is
That's what we
beyond
like.
all this color shit.
You want
man.
another sad truth?
Let's do it.
Before I met Mike, I never even heard of trap music.
Right. You see what I'm
Damn.
saying?
That was a year and a half ago.
How did you
And
meet
I live in
Mike? That's a
Atlanta.
good story. How did you meet
How
Mike?
did you meet Mike?
Man, y'all want to do it now or you want to do it on another episode?
No, we're gonna do it right now.
Nah, how
Fine.
did you meet Mike?
So when Vincent Fort was running for mayor for Atlanta a couple years back,
Okay.
Okay.
I volunteered to do some work for the campaign, and I was like, I want to do some pictures. So they had the thing where they had to go file paperwork, and they're like, everybody come down. So I went down and took a bunch of pictures. About 2 days later, Mike comes out and endorses Vincent Fort. My friend Jared Deanda out in Arizona was friends with Mike, and I kicked him a couple of the pictures I took, and I said, hey, send these to Mike, and he sent them to Mike, and then like 2 minutes later, I get a little text back with Mike going, you know, a little screenshot, and it was just like, holy shit, where did these come from? I want to meet him, and we met a month later at Road Atlanta, and then, you know, we talked about hanging out. About a month later, we got together and drove around
Smoke some
downtown
weed.
Atlanta, smoked a shit ton of weed.
You know.
Went over to Zesto's Pizza. Well, I used to be in a hot rod shop too, and y'all know how Mike loves cars and everything.
Yeah.
So he came over to my shop and we got high, and he sat on every motorcycle and looked at all the cars. And then we went to Zesto.
You know, Mike, he know the routes. He know all the food routes to run, all the routes to run in the city though. He gonna get you weed, like
That's
whatever
nice.
you need. He'll run it. He definitely can run a route. Yeah, that's
Well, you
dope,
are a welcome guest to the show anytime.
man. Anytime, man.
Word up, let me know.
Yeah,
I didn't
man.
mean to let that one slip out.
Word up, you already know
Hey, look,
what's business.
and-
He just say word up. He's like,
Yeah,
It's
right.
official here, man. Dope line shit, you already know.
And we
Steve
might pop
Williams.
up at your studio too, Steve. We might pop up at your spot.
That's
Always
where
want
you
to
go.
come through and
Yeah.
shit.
Thank you
Bum
for
rush
coming
the
out,
spot.
sharing
Bum
these
rush
stories
the
with us,
spot.
being open
Bum
enough
rush
to
the
answer
spot.
our black and white, questions.
Yeah, we might have to call you on the phone one time. We get stuck. or
Yeah,
something
man,
like
we
that.
get stuck with some
Yeah.
other
What does the
shit.
white
We need
guy
some
say?
real news, not fake news. We want the real news.
Yeah, call
Yeah.
in. We
We
might
gonna
call
call you.
in.
We gonna
Might
bring
be
you- we
working.
gonna bring you
Might
back
be
on.
working.
Yeah.
Might need a call
We
in.
kept
Yeah.
it light right now. We're gonna
Yeah.
come back
Let's
to
call
a race.
Steve, man.
Yeah,
We had
call
to call
Steve,
him.
man.
We need
Good
a call
questions.
Steve
Yeah.
segment,
Yeah.
man.
Steve says not true. But man, thank you for coming out, man. Make some noise, man. Everybody came in. My man Steve, my man Carlos that came in. What's your name, baby girl?
Melinda.
Melinda's in the
Quiet
house.
Melinda over there in the corner.
Okay, Quiet Melinda. That's her name. Quiet Melinda. She was definitely quiet for a female.
Yeah.
But we out here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a whole other episode. I'm
I told
sorry.
you something.
We out. Fade away. I'm sorry I said that. Don't get at me.
I was here myself.
Cut.
But she was quiet, but nonverbal
Sorry,
communication is
sorry.
80%. She was nonverbal